Peter Webster is CEO of Core Security. Peter, you're speaking in the Centre Stage Theatre at IFSEC International 2012 on the subject of procurement models in the security guarding sector. Now, you're a keen supporter of single service provision in security, but is that view contrary to market trends?
I don't think there's any doubt that we've seen a lot of major contracts go along the multi-service route, and I still think that we will see some more over the next few years. I think we'll see the trend diminishing personally. I think we'll also start to see companies that have gone along the multi-service route start to recognise the weaknesses in the model and move back towards single service provision. So I'm confident in the long term that we will see a healthy single service specialist market, but there will always be some element of the market that goes to a bundle service because they're buying entirely on price and not valuing the service that's being provided by the service providers.
And traditionally, Peter, the guarding world has perhaps viewed IFSEC International as a technology-based show. Why do you feel that opinion needs to be changed in the present day?
I think there's no room in the second decade of the 21st century for people to talk about some things having technology and some things not having technology. The security industry has to embrace both elements of electronic security, monitored security, and also for manned security, but they shouldn't be seen as two separate activities. There is really only one activity, and I think the activity has to be seen that way. It's a long time companies have looked for a long time at trying to get one integrated service, but I think technology is allowing that to really happen as time goes on, and there's no doubt in my mind that we need to be looking at swapping manned hours for monitored hours wherever possible. Particularly, we're talking here of dark hours where there's no doubt people will always be better at the human interface. Man guarding will deal with people better, but in the dark hours where we have lone worker environments, health and safety, corporate legislation, these things are making it more important that we look at technical ways of dealing with whether the monitored lone worker technology to protect and ensure the safety of our colleagues who work at night.
Now, the Olympic Games represent the biggest peacetime security operation in this country since World War II. What do you think are the main issues to be addressed by the industry?
I think it's clear most of the Olympic or all of the Olympic official sites were let to one supplier, and they will be very busy focusing on that. But that doesn't mean to say that the rest of the business world and the rest of our industry shouldn't be considering what impact the Olympics may have on the security situation. I think there's no doubt that there is going to be a heightened risk relating to threats from either terrorist groups or lone wolf individuals or protest groups that mean that the premises that we guard have to be viewed and have to be assessed for the risk with everyone. All of our teams need to be alert and vigilant for that risk, and we have to apply maybe special measures across the site. This is a time for our industry to shine for its professionalism, and I'm confident we will do that, irrespective of whether the site is an Olympic site or a non-Olympic site. There is still an impact that we have to understand and react to.
And how do you view the present business climate, Peter?
I think undoubtedly we know that there's difficult times for the world economy, and in the UK we're having the impacts of the world economy and obviously the weakness of the European economies, or certain European economies. But I also believe there's a danger that we talk ourselves into a self-fulfilling prophecy. We still have 92% of the people in this country employed. We are still seeing companies expanding, companies investing. Ourselves as Core Security are not seeing a significant number of our customers looking for cost savings. They're looking for efficiencies. They want to make sure they get value for money, bang for their buck. But we're not seeing people prepared to compromise security to save money. And that's going to be good news for our ourselves and our industry.
And lastly, Peter, what are your main aspirations for the future of the profession of security?
It's interesting, you know, I think the industry's come a huge way in the last 10 years. It is a profession now. I don't think we could have easily said that 10 or 20 years ago. And I don't think that the industry is going to allow changes that are coming in regulation and the market environment to put at risk the gains that have been made. So I'm very optimistic for the future. I think as an industry we'll behave responsibly and look to make sure that we develop our professional reputation.
Thank you very much indeed, Peter.